Hey, welcome back to IELTS IQ. Today we're looking at some speaking part 3 questions. So grab a notebook and let's begin. Okay, class. So on the screen, future prediction questions. They come up all the time in speaking part 3, and you need to know how to deal with them. So let's have a look at a very simple method. Okay, make sure you're writing things down as we go. Okay, firstly, look at current trends. Whatever the topic is, if you're talking about health or food or sports, just look at what's happening now. When I say current trend, I don't necessarily mean right now. It could be over 5 or a 10-year period. Okay, so get your thinking hats on. Once you've got a current trend, now you can easily predict or guess how this might change or just continue in the future. That's pretty simple, right? Just a 2-step process. Look at the current trends, predict or guess how they will change or continue. That's so simple. That's all you need to do. Of course, we're going to pair this with the area method. If you haven't watched my video on the area method, I'm going to put a little link above. Click on that and go and watch it and come back. Okay? All right. So future predictions using the area method. Right at the beginning, you can answer the question directly. Just say what you think will happen. We can follow this up with our reason using the current trend. For example, if we're talking about food, you could say, I would predict we'll see more people eating fast food in the future. Reason, simply because current trend. Nowadays, I'm seeing a lot of people gaining weight from eating too much fast food. So you're going to back up your answer with the current trend. When you give an example, try to give your example from life or society. Don't focus on yourselves in part 3, okay? Give an example of what you see happening with a group in society or a generation, something like this, okay? And like I mentioned in the previous video, you can always give an alternative or a different view if you want, okay? Remember, pause the video, write this down. You need to come back to it later. Let's see how this works when we put it all together. Okay, before we move on, I just want to stress these 3 points. You need to be backing up your answers in part 3, okay? You don't have to worry about giving your answer, reason, then example. You can change the order. For example, you can give a reason at the end. You could start your answer with examples. The main point is that you have an order, okay? You have a clear order, and it's very easy for the examiner to listen to what you're saying. All right, let's have a look at our example. What will schools be like in the future? Very classic, a typical part 3 question. We're going to use the area method, and our first sentence answers the question. I'd predict that schools in the future will use more technology for teaching. How simple is that? I've answered the question already. Now I'm going to back up my answer. Simply because computers and online learning are already very common now. For instance, many students already study online from home using apps like Zoom without ever going to the classroom. Wow. 3 sentences and I'm done. I can end my answer there. Remember, the alternative view is kind of optional. If you did want to add it, I'm just going to give a different idea. That said, some people think schools might completely replace teachers with AI. Who knows, right? Guys, you can see how this now is a complete answer for speaking part 3. Of course, you can make it more difficult. You can give compound sentences, right? I would recommend you keep to the basics at first. Answer the question, provide examples and a reason. Keep it simple, maybe 1 sentence for each part, and then you can kind of level up and try giving compound sentences. Right at the end here, who knows? A great little phrase that I love to use when I'm guessing about something, I'm not entirely sure. Write that one down and practice it. Okay? Let's remember, guys, it's so important that you are writing these points down, okay? There really is 3 steps to learning. Number 1 is we have to learn the vocab, learn the grammar. Whatever it is, we learn it. Just like what we're doing now, right? You need to use it, all right? That means go away, practice it, use it. That's not enough. You need to be repeating it. Don't just use some grammar or a word once or for 1 week. That's not good enough. You need to be using it every week, every month, for the whole year, okay? When you follow these 3 steps, you will achieve what you've learned. Okay, it needs to be up here. Okay, moving on. Here on screen are 5 future prediction questions on different topics. I would like you to write them down and practice them. You need to practice the area method with future predictions. If you're stuck or you have any trouble, just drop a comment below and I'll definitely get back to you and see what we could improve or any mistakes you may have. Okay, guys, that brings this lesson to an end. Short but sweet today. Go and practice future predictions with confidence. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. Definitely drop some of your answers in the comments below. I look forward to seeing them and take care. See you next time.